Guys, another video from Mobile Arcades. This is going to be a video on pretty much just random things in my arcade, and just my progress and stuff, apart from the Candyland coin pusher, which is behind there, as it's not up and running yet. I will say that. So basically, obviously this is the EClaw Grabber machine, whatever you want to call it. I've just put in some new spotlights, which are up there. Can see they're LED and just to light up the playfield, so it basically looks like this. I've stacked up some more stuff on the back, sorted out the playfield with a few better things, as like money and some bags of like random prizes and things. Obviously I showed you the sign in the last video. I've still got to do something here. I'm not quite sure about that yet, but I have put in these new rails along here, metal rails, which the claw assembly is going to all run on. So obviously when it's going back, it'll be driving along here, and it will be the same on the other side when I take the existing wood out and replace it with one of the bars. Obviously there's still a big hole down here in the front. I've just got a bit of wood cut for that. I cut it on the cutting machine there that I made, and it's going to be hinged along the bottom, along there, so that basically the door will open and hinge down, obviously, so you can get the controls, the electronics, and the money and everything. I've just got to get a hole cut for the coin mech for that, and then obviously I can put it on once it's been painted and that, and then I can finally get on to trying to find a claw gantry to buy to fit into the machine. I'm hoping I can find one soon. I did find one, but then the person who I was going to buy it off decided that they weren't going to reply to me, so basically I can't get that one because he's just ignoring me, so I'm going to have to try and find someone else. Then going over the other side of my arcade is this is basically like the workshop area, all the tools and everything. So obviously here is the coin mech for the grabber. This is basically just what I made. It's pretty bad, really. It's laser cut out of perspex, and then it's got like black sticky back plastic acrylic stuff on the back. I put like these little arrows on, and that's just going to screw into the door. Obviously take the 20p's, and then obviously my hopper. Well, I've got 3 of them. I've labelled them up, so we're going to have one each for the changes, which I'm going to be building soon, and this one's going to be for the Bar X feature. I've started wiring some of it. Obviously I've done it like this, just as you'll find in the proper machines. I've also added here a level sensor. So what that basically does is when there's enough coins in the hopper, basically a current flows between the wires, and then it will light up this light here, which is going to light up a sign that says change available. So if I just switch that on now, you see the light comes on because the coins are allowing the current to flow. But if there were no coins in the hopper, then obviously it wouldn't flow, and then this light here would be off and it would say that there's no change available. Basically this here is a power supply. Well, it was just a metal box. I've sort of used it for the wiring, which will be for Bar X. So we've got 24 volts, 5 volts and 12 volts. So we've got the wiring for the what's it called, for the hopper. This one's going to be for the payout sensor for the hopper, and then this one is for the lighting, just as it is in the grabber. These are the wires that come in at the moment. Obviously they're not connected because they're not in the machine. I've got a few more to add just to make it well, ready to work. And obviously these are the other ends of the wires, basically that are going to power the things. I've also done this wire. It's basically for the pins along here, and they power the hopper. They all do different things. I might put it in the description if I can remember to do that. Basically, because obviously the wires need to stay in a specific order to go into the pins, I've glued them together using super glue like this so they stay flat. So basically that will just go into there, into the plug, to power the hopper and control it, dispensing and everything. And then obviously this end is going to connect to the Arduino that I'm going to be using. It's basically if you haven't heard of it, it's basically like a developer's board that you can use to do a range of different projects and things, and basically that's what I'm going to be using to control the hopper. We'll do a video on that when I buy the Arduino boards. Thanks to JP Control for helping me with all that wiring and the code writing and things. But yeah, hopefully I'll have the hopper working in my next video. So let's turn that off. Basically over here, the old McDonald pusher hasn't changed that much. Still the same. I've just got to basically do the cover for that side, and then it'll be pretty much done. I'm thinking about doing a new sign on the top because I don't like this one. It's a bit cheap and plasticky and rubbish. And also, I've recently got all this wood. There's also some just outside the door there. Basically, it's just a cupboard, and then all this was from like some built-in wardrobes. As you can see, there's quite a few pieces there, and that's going to be what I'm using to build my new machine. So that'll be the Bar-X 10p machine, both changers, and possibly a stacker machine. If some of you arcadey people have heard of that, you know, where you stack the blocks like as high as you can to like try and win a prize. I'm going to make one of them, which is going to be even more technical. That's going to be like my most technical project ever, if I just hope I can get it sorted. I know this video has been a lot of me just talking, but thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, comment down below, give this video a like. Any questions you've got, just comment down below. If you want to get in contact with me, if you're building your own pusher or grabber or whatever, because I know a few people have contacted me recently.